3, 2, 1, go. Started from 3 that time instead of 4, just to trip you up. Let's see if it worked.
Well, you're throwing off my swings already.
What do you mean? Let's see.
Yep, I'll take responsibility for whatever goes wrong here. I think you guys are going to like the bonus game that I give you this time. I just figured I would put that out there. That we are going to play a bonus game at the end, or whoever wants to stick around at the end can play a bonus game.
Yeah, sure.
Might like it.
I might.
At least worth trying out. It's not going to be Swamp Thing. I was considering giving you guys Swamp Thing again to see if anybody else could get through the first level. But disappointingly, Mythical was able to beat the Swamp Thing goal. I was hoping that no one would.
I think the two other people managed eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Alright, that's good. I'll have to come up with a harder one next time.
Yeah, let's see. So I know you had a very good time getting to the chicken. Well, yeah, you had the chicken dead before I got to the chicken in the first place. That was good. Well, the split was on the same time frame, so about a second faster than I was doing. So that's good.
Yeah, the task does some pretty crazy things. It makes use of a lot more boosts than we're going to be using here. Just because it's, you know, can change directions faster and whatnot.
Times, I had a... Lucky I had 236, and Rane had, I think... We're thinking sub 229, because he didn't say that last awesome run he had. So
yeah.
Officially, he had like a 230 and change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, let me bring that up. I just want to see what those times were for sure. Oh yeah, 230 and 230 and a half and 236 and a half, basically. Wow, so the grappling is a lot harder than it looks. Trying to hit the spot that you want to grapple to is very tricky.
Absolutely, especially when there's varying amounts of lag changing the timing.
Mm-hmm. See, now he's real smart now. You just punch straight down. Like a moron punching down left. Right. You got time already.
Yeah, I already got a time on the board.
Official 235 flat.
Is it still uploading? What's going on?
Coming
Oh, there we go. Good. So far, we haven't had any trouble with the uploader. I'm glad that it works. We had a lot of trouble last year with it.
Really?
Yeah.
There we go. Upload. Sweet. All right, we're good.
Alright, so the spot that they're stopping at right here, see on the left where Zyre's waiting around, this stage, a couple screens to the right, is the beginning of the next auto-scroller. There's just this long minecart auto-scroller. Like I said, this game's got a lot of auto-scrollers in it, so we designed the goal to sort of work around them. But the place where they exit out of the first channel, after defeating the mini-boss, basically you're exiting out right before another auto-scroller, so that one I think is the airplane auto-scroller.
Which level?
The first channel, channel 1.
Channel
I'm sorry,
1
channel...
is...
Yeah, channel 1, right. I think that's the airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Dang it.
I just figured out that those are poodles that are dropping things from the windows.
Yep, it is.
Just realized. I think these channels are supposed to have different themes, but I forget what the theme of. I mean, this one I guess is supposed to be like a Western theme or something, with all the
Yeah.
Indians
Yeah.
and the minecarts and whatnot. But I don't know what this Channel 1 theme is supposed to be.
Suburban life? I don't know.
Suburban life, huh?
Or city life? I don't know.
They're kind of gangstery, right? Maybe it's supposed to be gangster themed.
Well, the 5th stage is more gangster themed than this.
Well, the 5th stage is a combination of the other stages.
Yeah, the intro part is a little more detailed, but basically it's just a rehash of the other 5 stages, or 4 stages.
Yeah. So it should go through all 4 of them, you know, all 4 of the themes. You'll be seeing Channel 5 for Match 5, for our final match. You get to see that channel. Okay, we got another one coming in from Knighty. I didn't see what it
Nice.
said on the splits. Is that going to be...
It's legit. It's 229.9.
Oh, okay, that's a sub 30 then. Oh, cool. Well, there's the Holy Grail. We've already attained the sub 30.
2 tries. Good work.
Well, last time we all thought that sub 4 on one goal would be like, that's the winner, that you got it, you win, and then everyone got
Everyone
sub
did.
4. So we'll see what happens.
I like the root beer sign, and the can of root beer falls off onto you.
Yes, the root beer
Root beer.
of golden
Dangerous.
tint and foamy head. Clearly root
There it
beer.
goes. Nice. Do you guys improvise at all when you're grappling in this section?
A little bit. Mostly just if I get the grapple or not.
Right. You do improvise when the grapple doesn't say yes or no. Just kind of doesn't happen.
Is anybody using any items besides the hover shoes for this goal?
For this
Not
goal?
for this goal.
Not for this one?
Not for this one. No, just hover shoes on stage 4.
Okay.
That's really the only one.
I see that everyone has chosen to go hover shoes despite the lag they add. I was wondering about that. The weird thing is they cause lag even if they're not equipped. Or, sorry, when they are equipped, but you're not using them.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
game is
use
prepping for it. It's probably checking every frame
Yeah,
for
yeah.
on or off. Yeah, a little bit of small canopies I mentioned before have really awful hitboxes.
It also seems to be especially hard to catch a ledge with the glove on the way back. Like, it happens sometimes, but
Yeah, typically it's the way on or bust. On one of the runs I actually grabbed a ungrabbable spot. Like it went past the lamppost and grabbed behind it instead. So, some, I guess, overlay of grab and not grab.
I haven't really seen much abuse of the swinging mechanic in this. I'm not sure that there's a lot that you can do.
You can swing on the I guess the old west roofs and stuff, but yeah, part 2 and part 3 swinging is not really a thing for the stage. But one part of swinging is if you do punch in the air after a swing, you reset to normal velocity. So if you jump too high, like swing like one notch too far, you can you can punch to get back your standard falling velocity. And then with jet dashes again, you can tap them on and off real fast to get terminal velocity. So there's more of a downfalling area in the game. You probably fall down a lot faster. It wasn't, full of spikes and bats and stuff.
Dang, it's so close.
Oh, yeah, not quite. Very close.
Yep. If I hadn't taken a couple of extra hits, and if I hadn't messed up the totem boss, would have actually had a pretty good time to compare.
Well, so I got 20 more minutes, so plenty of time to do some work.
Knighty had a good run going.
Yeah.
But he took one hit and decided, nope, can't beat the time anymore.
That's fair. That drop is at least 5 or 6 seconds. He was at 225 and change. So. You did a theory task, right? What'd your task come out to be? Like, is it like 221, something like that?
220, about that.
So the time frame here is basically just, odd grapples, extra boosts to the side.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like a super clean run with a couple of strats that are inconsistent.
The Rockin' Cat's task was made by Fat Rat Knight, Tampa, Pirate Sephiroth, and Meshuggah. So I think they did it as part of a task competition. So they had only a limited amount of time to make the tasks. So I guess that they went for just doing as well as they can in the time frame. It's not a task that people worked on for months and months. I think it was like less than a week to work on it.
Oh, yeah, it's a small time frame.
This game, that task has some Tampa in it though, so if you see any frames saved in that task, it's probably him.
By the way, if you're curious just how laggy this game is, of the 9,006 frames of Knighty's run, 2,001 of them are lag.
Wow, 2 out of 9. Wow.
It's not quite mini boss, but it's pretty intense.
That's great, and I think that the hitbox or the hit detection is a little bit questionable when lag is happening. So think about that, and 2 out of 9 frames.
You may have
missing hits.
Hit problems.
Yeah.
I did say mini boss. I'll say it again.
Ooh. Knighty comes in with a
Ooh,
very good time.
Here it comes. Ooh, wow. Nicely done. Oh yeah. That's good.
Alright, so what is this going to be? Oh, I missed what the title is. 225.7, so that's going to be a tricky one to beat.
Yeah, that's gonna be a real tough time to beat.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
My best is 27.5, so... Or 227.5, so...
You might set a PB. I think that's quite possible.
Yep.
Now that you've got nothing to lose, pull out all the stops.
Get it right the whole way.
No mistakes.
No pressure, right?
Don't miss any grapples.
Oh, that's interesting. There's 170 less frames of lag on 90's new run.
Improvements.
Almost 3 seconds. That's pretty significant.
Well, little pigs spawn weird sometimes too, so maybe them showing up at the right time or wrong time can buy some time.
Yep. I think
right into the pit.
if you really wanted to try to get an edge, you would plan out your swings such that you kill certain enemies, I think,
Yeah.
to reduce lag.
Mhm.
But it would be pretty like it would take a long time to route it all out, I think.
The
Yeah.
gangster dogs, the poodles that drop flower pots, they create tremendous lag. And the gangster dog can show up like 2 or 3 at a time. So, it's
So
just-
I think everyone just kind of opted to just get really good at swinging and not worry about the details like that.
Had a good first area, and then Pig picked me up on the second area.
Bionic Commando music very appropriate for this.
You know, if Bionic Commando wasn't a thing, this game would probably be remembered as like a classic for this swinging mechanic.
That's true. Yeah, it's
that's
Bionic Commando
fantastic.
took the slot as the grappling hook game.
Yeah, well, he's getting a jump too, so that kind of takes the fun out of it.
Okay, we got just under 14 minutes left on the clock. It's the 13:43 minute warning.
Ooh, I think Knighty just saw that he was going to fall in a pit and opted to switch to the shoes right away
Now,
in midair.
I think I've seen him do that a couple times.
Yeah, that's really cool. It also helps you avoid taking a hit on that the guy with the gun just before the chicken boss. He can spawn in a couple different places, and most of them you can't get by without taking a hit, pretty much.
Yep.
But you got the shoes, not necessarily. I actually don't even know. Do the shoes stay equipped if you go to the next level?
No, they
I
don't.
think so.
They're channel-by-channel basis. Like, you can go 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, and have them on. Once you jump back to the channel menu, you equip.
Huh.
And when you die, you still keep your stuff too. So that wouldn't happen here, of course. But
I guess somehow my first split didn't register, so ignore it. Ignore that, and it's the second split.
In fact, just ignore everything about this.
Ignore all the red, please. Just focus on the nice green number that's right there, even though it's a lie. No, that's not going to make it under 230.
Alright, we got Knighty finishing up a really good one here. Never mind.
The curse! It wouldn't be SGL without one of those.
Right. It actually happened 4 seconds before I said that, but we'll consider it the curse.
The
Yeah,
curse
we're
is
gonna go 2.8.
retroactive.
No one's getting the one-ups. So risky.
I actually game overed a few times in the other goal. You can fall into some water and just die
yeah,
pretty easily. And
it's 3 or 4
Yes.
spots.
happened quite a number of times.
So I don't think I've been seeing the players use the channel exit code after the totem pole mini boss.
Yep,
No,
I
it's-
think everyone kind of, looked at some numbers and decided that,
Just
as
wasn't
fast
worth
as they can navigate the menu, it's just not
I
Not
came to the
fast enough.
conclusion, like, when I was doing it, dropping the boots being equipped, that next little section, either I'd have to make up time by not having the boots, or I'd have to be, you know...
I don't honestly think they're actually saving him time just looking at it. He only uses them twice, and neither of them is really saving. Like, the first one just gets him over the pit.
Right.
You know, I just turned off my mic, right? So they can hear you.
Good job.
Guest commentary.
So, yeah, I guess commentary from Dragondark.
That's the benefit of the roommate, I guess.
Aren't you supposed to be sucking up bandwidth right now? What are you doing here?
Huh?
Warn me when you're gonna turn on the mic next time.
You saw me click off the mic on it. Don't even.
I wasn't even watching what you were doing. I was walking that way, looking in a different direction.
Domestic disputes. SGL giving you everything.
I mean, the first jump, you go to the pit, you get over the dog, then
Oh, that was so close.
Oh, Zyre took a hit right at the end of the fall.
Oh, man. Wow.
That
Well,
could have been it.
you got 9 minutes to get another one like that. Wow, it's so close.
oh,
So now we're probably about a second apart. We'll find out
Yeah,
once
2 shots.
Mythical finishes the
Man.
timing that one.
Well,
That's got to
Yeah.
help with the confidence, though. Like before, you know, oh, he beat my PB. What am I gonna do? But now you see, hey, you know what? I'm still capable of winning this thing.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and I took to heart a little something that you guys mentioned earlier, Mythical, that you mentioned earlier, that just having the hover shoes equipped increases lag.
Right.
So instead of equipping the hover shoes at the beginning of Channel 4 like I usually do, I waited until I got past the first area.
It's good to know.
not a bad idea.
The improvisation.
Yeah, the speedrun doesn't get items just because it takes time to go into the store and purchase the item. And you can't even get all the items at the start. They cost different amounts of money, and, you know, unless you're going to go out of your way to farm money, which obviously you wouldn't in a speedrun, you're just not even going to have the money to buy any of the good stuff until it's, you know, probably a bit past where you use it. And then even then, it costs time. You don't want to waste time going through menus. There's nothing
Yeah.
that's worth it, you know, that much.
There is now less than a second separating the 2 times.
Oh, cool. Yeah, 225.49 to 226.43, just under a second.
Good competition.
And I should point out, both these times are very good. I thought, you know, I was hoping we'd see sub 230. And so I'm pretty impressed.
So now we're at sub 225 is what we want to see now.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take that to impress me.
Nope, right into the pit.
No, Knighty there just shot his glove straight through an awning, thanks to lag.
Yep. And it's always the awnings. There's some of the surfaces you can grapple, you can get them every time. But the awnings seem to be the worst.
Yeah, they're
I
pretty
wonder,
small.
I wonder if there's like a thickness to the grapple areas, and that's affecting things. Get a hitbox viewer or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's looking like there's a slightly different position where the glove contacts the surface that you're grappling to. It's not quite the same each time, so it must have some width to it.
No more guest commentary.
I was too
I
busy
have to
being
say, I
entertained.
probably should have paid more attention to other people's streams. I don't think I ever, for whatever reason, thought to start throwing up grapples to try and grab stuff after a swing. I kept trying to grab forward. Whew.
true.
Yeah, that's
Well-
the secret to the sub 25.
I mean, forward is definitely
225.
faster, but you have more grapple options if you also grapple up.
Well, it's like sometimes, like with the root beer, would try to grapple forward, and it left me, if on the perfect swing, a very small window to get it right before the pit. But if you go with an up grapple, it seems like there's a lot more room for it.
Ooh, so close.
Okay, we're just under 5 minutes, about 4.5 minutes left on the clock. If anyone is interested in being a player on this show, or on helping out with the show, or on contributing goals to the show, different games and goals that we could use for this, I could always use those things. You can follow that. We'll go to the address that you see in the lower left there, speedgaming.tv, and from the website you can find links to email us and let us know that you're interested in helping out or playing. We're always looking for more players. That's the biggest thing right now, I guess, is getting more players. I mean, I definitely need help making this thing happen, and anytime anyone can contribute goals, that saves some time, but we really need more players. And I know it's a busy season for people, and I'm sure there's going to be more in the spring, or more after AGDQ at least. But yeah, and people who've been on the show before are welcome to come back, regardless of how many times you've been on it. And just tell people about the show. That's probably the best thing right now, is just get the word out there. This is just our second episode since we restarted the show.
Since we got these swanky new graphics.
Swanky new graphics, swanky website, swanky-ish. It's actually a pretty simple website. It's not even any JavaScript involved in it.
That's better.
It's old style
JavaScript
web.
breaks everything.
Yeah, no JavaScript, no Flash, so there. But it definitely is a old school-ish looking webpage. Only so much you can do with CSS if you're not automating anything.
I don't know. I do enough stuff with JavaScript every day at work. I can't stand the thing. Then again, I've been slowly switching to TypeScript just because it's a little more structured.
So the next episode of this is going to be coming up on Saturday, the Saturday of this week, 2 days from now, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on this channel, we're going to be doing this show again. The game for that one is going to be Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, oh boy indeed.
It sounds ridiculous, but the game's actually pretty good.
It is pretty good, yes. And also pretty ridiculous.
You're right, those are not mutually exclusive.
Right. Okay, we've got about less than a minute and a half to go. Needs more animated GIFs. That's what it needs, you're right.
Man, these times are so low that the mistakes that cause resets are pretty small now.
Well, are we just past the minute mark now?
Yep, we're at 47 seconds left.
So,
Good. Get your resets in. Now's your chance to reset. No, we still got some time. Yeah, I think they are pigs. I've been sort of on the fence about what I think these trench coat things are, but They look like pigs.
They got enough qualities to classify them as pigs.
They're pig. They're definitely pig-like. They're not unpig-like, at least. Okay, that's it. Timer is expired, so last chance to reset.
I took it.
Okay, you took it, and window of opportunity is closed. So now you are stuck to the run that you're in. Stuck with it.
Knighty managed a even split, so he's going to keep going.
Right on. I fixed the 3-minute 60-second bug, so there's going to be no more 60 seconds that show up, sadly.
Yeah, this is not going to be the run. I can already tell.
Well, right now the ball's in Zyre's court. He's got to cut more than almost a minute off of his time.
A second.
Wow, that's a hard minute.
Did I say a
cut,
minute?
man.
He's cut a minute off his time? Yeah, he's got to cut a minute off his time, guys.
And now he needs an additional 3.2 somehow, somewhere.
And I messed up the mini boss, so
Play it
not
out.
gonna
Maybe a miracle happens. Some crazy thing.
It's true.
Maybe you all of a sudden found the double hit strat for the second mini boss. Who knows?
But yeah, that's true. There is a weird... You can sometimes deal 2 damage to things.
Well, certain mini bosses, I at least didn't see it happen on the Indian guy, but who knows? I didn't exactly do the first goal as much as I did the second goal, so.
I'm really looking forward to the second goal. There's a lot of different ways to approach things, and it should be interesting.
Yep. The next match we're going to do is going to be the second mystery game, which will be Panic Restaurant. And then the final match we do is going to be this game again, Rockin' Cats, and it will be a different goal. As Mythical said, it's got a lot of really interesting stuff to it. Alright, so Knighty's comes in not quite enough to make a mark on the board. And Zyre's it's not out of the question, but with just this one, or these last 2 screens left to go, it's going to be pretty tricky to make up that time.
yeah, it's not going to happen.
Alright, well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
Alright, wasn't quite enough, but nice job overall. Okay, so here's... Oh, I gotta get these out of the way. Here's an overview of what's happened so far. There's a recap. We just finished match 3. Knighty taking down Zyre by less than 1 second. Real close. Both players sub 230, which is used to be our sort of our goal time, but man, better than expected. Next thing we got coming up here is Panic Restaurant. Knighty and RaneOfSOTN are going to be playing that one, so let me just get that set up and we'll start that match off. Knighty and RaneOfSOTN, there it is.
Everyone's hyped for Panic Restaurant, right?
This is a great game.
Everyone's favorite classic.
Yeah.
Fond memories.
Everyone's favorite food-based platformer. All the levels are named after different courses of the meal. There's like appetizer, there's the soup course, there's the fish course, main course or something. Entree, I guess, is what it's called. Dessert. I forget which this level's called. I should actually bring that goal up so we can...
Soup.
Soup? This is the soup. Soup.
This is the soup.
Soup. Alright, yeah. Beating the soup stage. That's all there is to it.
That's literally all it says. I'm
It
looking
says,
at
"Beat the
goal.
soup
Beat
stage."
the soup stage.
Okay.
I was
Knighty-
hoping it was just drinking soup. I was so sorely disappointed.
Yeah. If
Oh,
that's all you had to
no.
do for the goal, just drink soup.
Someone has linked the cover art for this game. It's a nightmare.
That's a bit creepy. Alright, are both players ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yes, indeed. Okay, both players are ready. So, we're gonna count you down.